have all been traveling, leaving Bothild's Lode. After the encounter with Maladuke, aka Marmalade, as you so named her. Apparently, after some little bit of conversation and convincing, Maladuke proposed a alliance against the demonic threats that seem to be harrowing the Misty Vale here recently. You guys made that conversation. The Maladuke was asking, and you also met Bothild's ghost last week, and the ghost was asking if you could avenge her by taking on this terrible sea serpent of some sort called the White Death. You guys decided that you would rather decide to leave to go talk to the people of Outskirt about this alliance before taking on this terrible creature. And you guys left with the sacks of flour in tow. And you guys travel. You guys travel for, I will say you guys are very close to arriving at Outskirt. You guys have probably taken a day, and it's probably late afternoon on the second day. So you guys will all need to get rid of 2 rations per character from your store. Your storage that you guys have. I think you guys had a bunch still in your cart. So
yeah, we've had 25 left to make the trip back with.
Okay. There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 2 more, so we lose 10. So that brings us down to 15.
As you
guys, we're going to pick up some more rations.
You guys have stocked up, and you guys are going through your supply a little bit as you travel. Going around a bend in a forested area, you guys are startled a bit, as it seems up ahead there are armed individuals coming out of the foliage. They look a little rough and tumble, seem to be holding on, wielding short swords with quivers over their shoulders. They appear to have leather armor up ahead as the donkey is getting kind of closer to them upon the trail. And one of them, a particularly rat-like man with like a greasy smile on his face in the front, dark hair that seems to be kind of matted in places, a smile that leaves much to be desired in terms of both teeth and personal charm, kind of hollers towards you guys as you guys are walking and says, "Hand over your valuables, or your lives and adventures end right here." And he starts like shaking this sword in your direction. What do you guys do?
I'd like to cast Bird Song, if that's all right.
Okay. All right. So all of a sudden, all these magical birds start to fly, or, birds start just like flying around and landing on Connery's shoulders.
I look at Mr. Geyer and motion towards my boot where he knows I keep a blade.
Guy's just gonna smile, and is this guy like blocking the road?
Yeah, they're like standing in the path. They're like spread out. Looks like they have these like they're puffed out chests and like smiling, but you can see they're missing several teeth. They look very dirty and like grungy, and some of them look like they haven't shaved in a while. There are both male and female. They all look human. Some of them look, the women look like, there's a couple women that have these really long kind of like matted dreadlocks. They're just kind of like nonchalantly like smiling and stepping out onto the road.
A charming group.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. The kind you'd want to take home to meet your mother.
We really need to buy some leathers for the donkey so we can just run these people over. What's this? Third time we've been accosted since we got here?
I think so. I look back at Belfast, and because he is the one who would defend honor, and I'm like, let's go. They're trying to rob people on the road.
Oh, that hammer looks real pretty.
I'll show it to you up close if you want.
Why don't you just drop it right here at my feet?
Not happening.
Well, maybe you need some help then.
Come and get it.
While they're talking, can Geyer throw one of those skulls at them?
Sure, but I will consider that an aggressive act. So that immediately, as soon as you're starting to like jerk your head back to throw something at them, we're gonna flip initiative cards. Very nice. I'll show you guys. I'll take you guys to a map of this. So I'm gonna
I
take
don't think throwing a head at somebody is aggressive.
Yeah, if somebody throws a.
So advance notice of what their future looks like should they continue this path.
So I'll shift ping you guys on the map, and I will take and move the Twitch stream to that, and I will get some new music on that seems to be a little bit more appropriate. Let's see. Let's get some classic Proficiency battle music going on here.
I will eat your arm. It tastes good.
Yeah, you guys can kind of position yourselves on where you would think you would be at the point of this like happening. This guy's probably a little bit farther away, but that's kind of their setup as you guys are approaching with the donkey and the cart. I know the cart probably looks very luxurious. Yours probably is just like wood. So you have to pay some gold for those upgrades there, Geyer. I'm sorry.
Hey, you are giving Geyer ideas when we get back to town.
Oh,
Oh my god. An entire episode of tricking out a wagon.
There you go. Let's go get some low profile wagon wheels for
yeah.
All right, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and put a turn order up, and we're going to get going with some initiatives here. I'm going to add everybody to the turn order. Add those turns, and I'll add these turns. Oh, it's not letting me do that like that, so let me try that. Add turns. So we got a lot of people on here. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to add a turn for every one of those guys. Because that would be... I'm just going to have them all go in the same time like we've done in the past. Oh, the donkey cart. Got to remove that. How did I get... I gave the donkey cart 2 turns for some reason.
Could have 2 turns. You don't know how much agility the donkey has.
The donkey's considered a monster in this game and has a ferocity of 2.
2 attacks, bite and
Spending
kick.
its evenings with Tenumeral and Connery at the old man's house.
There you go, there you go.
It's learning kung fu.
Adapting.
All right. Ironically enough, Belthus, you kind of hear Geyer like reaching in and getting ready to throw something, and you get the jump on this encounter. What would you like to do?
All right. Who's the one that was, kind of trash talking about the hammer?
This guy right in the middle, right here.
Alrighty.
This extra special fella right there.
Hearing that Geyer wants to, it sounds like Geyer's about to throw something. I'll just charge in.
Okay.
And this is 2, 4. And I'm going to take a swing, and I'm going to take a swing with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
I think you get that, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Thank you.
You're just like aiming for his thighs or legs or something with your hammer.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Just knock him down.
He did say drop it at his feet, so smash his toes.
Shatter a kneecap, I guess that works,
The regular attack, nothing special. Hammers. Oh, I forgot to do. So that's above. I don't hit.
You don't hit. You miss him. You go to smash his toes, and he just moves his foot out of the way, and you slam it down. I said drop it, not hit me with it.
Well, let me try again. End turn.
Connery, that brings us up to you.
All right, 16 movement. Gonna flank him right here.
Oh, welcome 20 sides to every story. That's
Hey. Oh, you want Alex?
good to see you guys.
Going to take the help action and give what's his name, Geyer, a boon to his throwing roll, because I assume that's what you're gonna do, Geyer.
Oh, he's Connery's using the help action to distract this individual to give you a boon, Geyer.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So basically, Connery just rushes over there and yells right in his face. I'm trying to overcome obstacles without using force. You're making this hard for me.
So Connery using the help action, that does pass the turn to Geyer, and yes, Dogs for Life, the donkey has 4 legs, so that's 1 hoof attack against every bandit here.
So, Geyer seeing Connery doing that sort of rethinks his initial thought, looks between Connery and Tenumeral, and in what is probably the most condescending manner he can, starts mimicking the two of them whenever they start doing their heebie-jeebie stuff, and looks over to him and says, "Attempting at you," is going to whip the skull at this guy's head.
Okay.
While because that's what he thinks Tenumeral and Connery sound like when they're doing magic.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Okay. Go ahead and make oh gosh, what would this even be?
Improvised ranged. I don't know.
Is there an improvised?
There was an improvised somewhere in here. Let's see. Looks like page 55.
Improvised weapons. See, they have specific rules.
What about brawling?
Do you have brawling, Geyer?
Yep, I've got brawling. I've got sling.
what slings? Just go roll that. Just roll that.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like
Roll
that.
sling.
Roll that. You have a boon.
Oh, that's right. I forgot to put that on. So maybe roll it again.
Yeah.
Nope, still miss.
So probably the only one that gets a good view of, well, yeah, Tenumeral's there. Tenumeral and Kalsika get good views of this. Tenumeral probably chuckles a little bit at the notion of this. And the skull just goes like flying over all the bandits' heads. And you hear it go into some bushes.
Oh crap! I hope we can find his way out. Enter.
Very nice.
We are off to a great start.
Kalsika.
Three turns, all misses.
Oh boy.
Kalsika, you are up. Why do I have another number for Belthus on here? I must have accidentally put Belthus on there twice.
You know, happy to go twice.
It's because that guy was trash talking you.
Yeah.
It's the rage buildup. Kalska's gonna jump off and scoot because I have good movement even though I'm short here.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to take a swipe
Okay, go for it.
to this person. Let's see, I'm gonna do one roll on here tonight, and then if it fails me, I'm going back to my normal dice. Thank you very, very much.
That's gonna be a hit.
Nice.
So you can roll your damage on that one.
For now, I like the
Actually,
virtual dice.
hold on 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
This
The
one's-
rolling system heard your threat.
This
Oh.
one's gonna use its action
Mm-hmm.
to try to use his sword to parry your attack.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, so gotta roll a 12 or better on a d20 and succeeds, but you need to roll your damage.
Okay. So my damage. I will
Mhm.
roll. Okay. That's an 8.
An 8 for damage. Okay.
8 for damage.
So you like go to strike the individual, and he takes his short sword and just kind of almost like just deflects your blade off to the side, making it so it doesn't come in complete, but it does leave like a gouge in the corner of the blade. But he was successfully able to parry your attack.
This is a human, like a human man.
Yeah.
Why don't you pick on people your own size, you jerk?
He just looks at you. He's missing like 3 teeth in front. And goes.
Oh,
It's
he's
kinda
gonna
like
regret
laughs
that
at
when
you.
I pull out a different
Somebody
dagger.
One Piece laugh.
His breath is horrendous as it's like
He's
coming
gonna
down
regret
on top
all
of
of this when the different dagger comes out. I'm just saying.
you. But his turn for that parry is done,
Stop.
so he's not gonna be able to do anything. But that brings us to Numeral's turn. You guys all like get to go before they do.
Nice.
So I still have the quiver and the short bow that Kalsiga gave me last time because my knife is messed up, right?
Yes, yes, I did not take it back.
Yay! So I'm gonna try. This maybe will be more effective than throwing my knife. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna try to use an actual ranged weapon.
Okay.
So I'll aim my short bow. And I guess I'll try to shoot. I'll try to shoot the one that was initiating it and trying to get Belthus's hammer.
Okay. Guy
Or
right
at
in the
least
middle.
attempt to.
Yep, you got it.
Wait, I think that hits. So
7
my
good for your...
bows are 9.
Yeah, you hit.
Oh,
Excellent. Well done.
And then I have a damage bonus for agility.
There you go.
D4, I think because my agility is high or something. I don't know. That's on my sheet. I don't remember why.
Yeah, that sounds right. So your short bow does a D10, and you're gonna roll a D4.
Okay.
That as well.
Yay!
There you go.
oh, nice.
8 points of damage to this guy.
Nice.
It does look like he did have well, let me check something. There is an optional rule here about what kind of armor they have.
Oh, yeah.
And like
Well, remember,
certain
we can't
attacks.
we can't use metal, so we would have to use the wooden arrows.
Well, I'm seeing like
They might be stone or obsidian tipped. They don't have to be steel.
I don't mind like little pieces of metal like that. I don't think I'm gonna like. I think it's more like. I think it's more like you can't be casting spells in plate mail. I think it's what they're trying to prevent in this game.
Yeah, and I feel like if I'm not using magic at the time, then it's not.
I can't find those armor rules. There's like an armor rule in here. It talks about like if you're wearing leather armor, like piercing damage doesn't do anything to it. I can't find the page that that's on.
Oh, that's on 50, I think.
50? You know, do you see it? I think it's in green. I think it's one of the optional ones, but I would like to use it if we can remember it.
Optional
Leather.
rule for damage types, page 45 is used. The following rules apply. Leather and studded leather gain a +2 bonus on their armor ratings against bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay.
Chainmail gets a +2 bonus to its armor rating against slash.
Okay. So nothing against like piercing with leather. Okay.
It does not say anything there. Leather just says bludgeoning.
All right. So it does protect him a little bit, but not that much to Numeral. He looks very hurt as you strike him in the shoulder with that well-placed arrow shot. Because you weaved it like right in between Belthus and Connery there. Like Belthus is standing, Connery, you're just like standing there, and all of a sudden this arrow like strikes this guy in the chest. All right, that brings us to up to numeral unless you wanted to move.
Okay, from back here. I think.
You're okay back there? Okay. The bandits get to go. So the guy that is facing off against Belthus and Conry here is just going to focus his attention on Belthus. This guy charges up to Belthus as well.
Cool.
This guy goes to Calcica. This guy's going to come here and go to Conry. And this guy's going to go to Belthus too. So Belthus, you got 3 folks swinging at you with short swords. Their number is 12 or better.
Okay.
First one is a hit.
Okay.
Second one is a hit.
Okay.
And the third one is a dragon.
A dragon?
Oh, no.
Well, it's been nice knowing you all. My next character will be
So, let's see. They D12 or D10 damage. D10 damage. So the first hit is a 1.
Does it look like does it look like it's soft enough soil to dig a grave for Belthus? Or
oh,
do we just leave
definitely. Yeah, hopefully you brought a shovel.
So,
Next D10 is a 1. So there's just sparks flying off of Belthus's armor, and
Terminator.
I get to roll 2 dice for this because this was the dragon. The first one is 10, 17.
Okay, I'm still standing.
Okay.
Oh goodness.
But bravely wounded.
Oh
no.
no. Belthus is hurt.
Does his armor absorb anything?
It does, but 17 damage is a lot.
17's a lot to absorb, yeah.
All right, so the one bandit lost its turn because it parried. So the other one beside Calcica is going to try to swipe at Calcica with a short sword. 12 or better. A 9 is going to be good enough.
I'm going to...
Unless you have something special that you can do.
Yeah, I'm gonna evade that.
You already used your action to attack.
Yeah. Never mind.
So,
Forgot the reset.
So D10, 9. Oh.
Oh wait, I might be in trouble. I'm okay for now.
You have, I think, 1 armor rating, so it does soak 1, right?
Yeah.
With your leather, so you'll take 8. And then 1 is gonna swipe at Conry. 12 or better on the D20 roll. A 12. Just barely succeeds. D10 roll. 10. Oh. Ouch. How's Conry looking?
What kind of damage type is that?
Slashing.
Slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have leather. It doesn't help me very much.
Yeah, I think you take 9 total.
Yeah, 9.
Oh no. Belthus lays out a cry of pain as the blade is driven into his armor. Conry takes a slash and blood kind of squirts out everywhere. You can hear yelps coming from the party ahead there, Geyer into numeral, as they're just being surrounded by these bandits. So we're going to go to the next round. I'm going to shuffle these up and we're going to deal them again. Put us in order and we are good to go with to numeral. You're first to go this turn.
Well, given my success, she's gonna knock another arrow and
Right.
try to hit another one of these guys. Maybe one of the new ones that just almost killed her friend over here. I guess maybe I'll just do this one on the right of Belthus.
On the right of Belthus, this one right here?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
And that's a miss.
That will miss. That one goes flying off into the forest. Do you want to stay put or do you want to move?
I'm good back here.
Okay, you got it. Passes the turn to Kalsika.
Kalsika is very upset that she and her friends are hurt. So, the guy that got me, I am going to swing at him, and I swear to God, Dragonbane, if you fail me.
That's
Still
a hit.
hit.
Still hits. Yep.
Okay. That's 8 damage again.
8 damage. All right. This one, you drive your slash your knife across the bandit's midsection.
Is it? It's probably too late. Never mind. I was gonna say I was debating using backstabbing, but I didn't say it, so we'll let it go.
Okay. So.
My own fault. I was too busy trying to hit him.
Too busy trying to slash him up. Connery, you're up.
Oh boy, which one? Ping for me. Which one decided to devastate my entire life?
This guy right here. He's the
That
Devastator.
one?
Yeah.
All
He-
right.
He earned
I am
himself a
gonna-
nickname for this session.
I'm gonna take a good swing at him with the shaft end of my staff here.
That's gonna hit.
All right, so kind of like a pull stick, but bam, right in the face.
He's gonna use his action to try to evade this.
All right,
10 or better. Does not.
does not. Good. That's what I like to hear.
And he
right,
wasted his
so-
action to do that.
Damage looks like D8 with a damage bonus of D6. So, bam and bam. Oh, that's a terrible roll. Total is 7 damage.
7 points of damage.
Yeah, bludgeoning. If he's
bludgeoning.
he's got the leather armor, right? So
Yeah, so that gives him extra armor against your bludgeoning attack.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you kind of slam him in the gut. He stumbles back a little bit as he's trying to like jump back away from your driving like attack with the staff, and you can tell like he got the wind knocked out of him a little bit, but he's still up on his feet. Belthus, that brings us to you.
Alrighty. Cool. I'm trying to find one in that group that's already pretty damaged. I want to find someone that's been softened up.
The only one and is the guy that kind of initiated all this, that like rat-looking guy in front of you that has the arrow sticking
Cool.
out of his chest.
All right, then swinging at him with the Fiend Crusher.
You got it.
You're smashing the arrow deeper into him, right?
I don't know why it.
They roll the damage
cool.
automatically. Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
that's a hit for 14 damage.
Gallagher.
Good lord. Yeah.
It used to be non-lethal. Now he doesn't have a rib cage.
So
wow.
Connery hit this guy in the gut that's immediately behind this guy. The guy goes, ugh, and kind of stumbles back, and then Belthus just goes and does like this uppercut strike to the bottom of this other guy's chin, and he goes flying over the guy as he ducks down and slams onto the ground. Were you still trying to be non-lethal with that?
At that point, I was swinging to kill.
Okay, I was going to say 14 damage.
Yeah.
There's not going to be much of this guy left.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Honey.
He goes flying over top, lands here, and is knocked out.
He started it.
Mhm.
Is anyone else just seeing Johnny Cage old school Mortal Kombat uppercut?
Yeah, slammed it.
Classic.
Man, he got.
I am just picturing the old school Mortal Kombat where they fly backwards like this. And it's like,
Jeez, don't mess with Belthus with the Fiend
Yeah.
Crusher. Jeez.
I know, that fiend got crushed.
14 damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna step up next to Connery now.
Okay.
Kind of get myself in the middle of all these guys and just like ah.
Excellent. The bandits are set to go. is actually going to move like towards to Numeral and Geyer. Let me
Now,
double
do
check.
I get a free attack on him, or is that?
Yeah, they would have to. They have to succeed
evade.
on evade, which they do with an 8. They have a 10 to evade. So they also have a movement of 10, so they can move 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can get up there to like slash up at Geyer on the cart. This one just shifts around to try to flank. No, you know what? It's just gonna move around and get over here next to Conry.
Doesn't leave
Like
my
to
range, though.
activate.
Doesn't leave your range. Nope.
Like to activate Donkey as a reaction.
So we got one attack coming to each of you up here because the one used his action to dodge. So there's one attack coming to each of you. This one to...
I'll try to Guardian the one to Connery. Oh, no, yeah.
Okay, Calcicus first. That's going to hit for a d10. 7 damage.
Night.
Good night. Oh no, Calcica is down.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Yep.
Which one just hit Calcica?
This one right here. Oh no, excuse me, this one right here.
Is that
I
the
would
one
run
that
if I were
jammed with
them.
the staff?
No, the one you jammed with the staff is right next to Balthus and doesn't have an action this
Okay.
round.
Okay.
So he tried to dodge.
That's right, he did.
And now one is going to attack Conry. 11 is going to hit.
And now, am I within 2 meters of that one, or is that the one on the other side of him?
It's on the other side of him.
Shoot, okay, I can't Guardian.
Yep.
No dodge.
Technically, you could have guardianed Calcica.
Ooh.
I think it's funnier that Geyer's angry. Let's just be clear.
Okay. give Guy a reason to go super dumb.
It's better story beat right now. All right. Yeah. So this one is also going to hit and deal. Oh gosh, I'm rolling so high on damages, guys. I'm sorry. 9 points to Conry.
Nope. Denied.
Good night. Conry,
I
are
rolled a 2 on evade.
Didn't you use your action to attack though?
Oh, that's right. It's
So-
still in the same round, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still in the same
No.
round. Oh no, is Conry out?
I am out.
Oh
I'm down.
no, Conry's down. So with a slash of a blade, you hear a yelp and see your wolfkin friend fall beside you, Balthus. And Balthus, here comes another slash at you.
All right.
I am
3
not
is
wagging
gonna
my
hit.
tail.
A D10. 10!
Stop
I'll
it,
take some
Michael.
damage.
Michael.
I'm still standing.
Michael, I'm not buying another wig. Let me just be clear how this is gonna work.
The bandits are getting the upper hand on you guys. They want those riches that you guys have. Oh. All right, the bandits are turned. Oh, one is going to slash at Geyer. Does that one move
Okay,
down
I
there?
am riding, so he does have a Bane according to the riding.
You've got it. So Bane, I'm gonna roll 2 d20s. Here's the first. That's gonna be higher, so I'm gonna miss. So goes to attack and just drives the short sword into the side of the cart. Chips off some wood from the cart. And that ends the bandit's turn. Geyer, it is your turn.
Okay.
Your friends are falling around you, Geyer. What do you do?
Pick us up.
Hey, Dad, I need to pick up. Hey, Dad.
How well trained is my donkey?
Trained enough to
He's
pull
not-
a cart.
He's not a medic. He's-
Not a war horse, not a medic.
How much does that donkey love Calcica, though?
The donkey could probably like tote like one person around.
If I tell the if I start moving, is it going to keep going?
If you make it like go, it will go.
Okay.
Oh
I
no.
am literally going to basically spur this thing forward
Okay.
into the group of I'm literally crashing the whole thing into the group of them.
Okay.
And as I get close enough, Geyer is diving off the cart
Okay.
and literally trying to go for this one's throat.
Okay. Just so you're aware, you have 2 unconscious companions laying on the ground up there. And if the donkey steps on them, which is got a straight shot to pretty much both of them, that probably isn't going to be very good for your friends, Geyer.
Why you gotta logic it?
I'm just pointing this out there.
So, slight twist then.
If I fall unconscious, the last thing I want is for you to have a horse run me over. Okay, I'm just telling you, or a donkey.
Okay, so we're gonna have the donkey take Geyer up this direction, pull up basically beside Calcica,
Okay.
and then leap off the back of the donkey into the one that attacked her.
Okay. I still want you to roll evade because technically this person is still within like 2 meters of you.
Okay.
So you'll still have to roll evade, and if they get a free attack, it will still be made with a bane because of the riding rule. Okay, so that wasn't successful. You can push it if you want and take a condition.
Yeah, you know what? I am gonna push it because right now I am more than a little upset as I just saw poor Calcica get knocked to the ground.
And with the push, you can. What? So you got angry.
Oh yeah, Geyer is not happy right now.
So you can move away without the free attack.
Okay.
And you know what? I'm gonna give you control of this token too. Actually, I'm gonna give all of you control over it if it'll let me. Controlled by all players. Save settings. You should be able to move the donkey cart now on the map.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so we're just gonna.
Can Tenumeral have, like, jumped on to move with the cart, or would that not be possible? Since she was next to it.
You know, because that sounds awesome, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say there's like this little handrail on the side, and as it's starting to pull off, you just kind of grab it.
That's what I was picturing.
You kind of bump this bandit like with your shoulder as you're going by, and the bandit like loses a little balance.
That's how he misses hitting Geyer.
That's it, yeah.
And then Geyer is going to dive and basically try to grab this guy around the neck and just pull him to the ground.
Okay. I guess that would be brawling.
Okay. You know, an ancient old duck ain't, brawling's my strong point, right?
Oh, you had to have a 5, right?
Yep. So
The duck goes flying. The bandit's just standing there.
Geyer
Are
is
you
getting
pushing?
scared. Yeah, Geyer is
Okay.
scared that something's going to happen to Calcica.
Okay, push the roll.
Nope.
No! Geyer, you're just so angry that the adrenaline forces you to over-launch and misjudge your trajectory, and you land over top of this guy and you just kind of roll across the ground. So I'm going to say you are there, but you had fallen prone.
Oh, okay.
And that brings us to the top of the next round. So I'm going to shuffle these up. We'll deal them out. And we'll order them. Calcica. So do you have your dying rules pulled up?
I think the app lets us do a death roll just by clicking on the words death rolls.
Yeah, I think we have death rolls. On your turn, you must make a death roll against your con. The death roll cannot be pushed. Record the results, your death rolls.
Oh, Shad is trying to buy a heal.
Okay. Here. Oh man, how are we gonna do that? Add your proficiency bonus to a.
Gaia's blessing.
Angry duck sounds revive Calcica. It's fine.
Here's what I'll do. I know it says that death rolls cannot be pushed.
Mm-hmm.
What I'll do is I'll say that Dogs for Life just bought you a boon on your death roll.
Okay.
Because we don't have anything specific in there for Dragonbane yet.
Right. Okay. That's me. You know, I guess I will try to trust the app. We'll let it do a con roll. Nope. So I am gonna push.
Well, you'll get a you have a boon, so you can roll again and take the better. Yeah.
Yeah. Haha!
Oh, you succeeded! Look at that! There you
Nice.
go.
Thank you, twin.
So you have a successful
Dogs for
death
Life
roll,
saves the day.
and so like another player would have to rally you. But I think you can rally yourself, can't you?
I'm looking. I am swiftly looking through this.
Yeah, we did that on the first episode, the rallying yourself.
You can even try to rally yourself, rolling against your will with a bane.
Rolling against my will with a bane.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Either way.
Either way, you got it. You rally yourself. Now, does rallying count as an action? I don't think it does it? If you rally, you can continue acting as normal, but must keep making death rolls as described above.
This counts as an action.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, it says it under rally.
It says it under rally?
Yeah. Another player character 10 meters can persuade you to rally and keep fighting despite 0. This counts as an action.
This counts as an action. So that would be your action for this turn.
Okay.
But after this, like you're just rallying now, so you can still act while you're making your death rolls.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I will say, Calcica, you are still prone, but you're not like unconscious. You're able to kind of move around. I'm gonna keep that little like sleepy face on you guys though, so I know you have 0.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll end Calcica's turn, bringing us to Geyer's turn.
Okay. So seeing that Calcica is at least, somewhat trying to pull herself together for something, Geyer's going to stand up. And then
Okay.
I'm going to use my action to basically try to scoop Calcica up and put her on the cart
Okay.
and replace myself with where she is.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll allow that. No, it will take your action to do that, but yeah, you can do that. Sure. So Calcica will be up on the cart.
Yep.
Right here, and you're going to take that place. Perfect.
Yeah, I think the rules for scooping is on one of these pages.
Scooping rules.
Scooping your tiny halfling.
Scooping tiny halflings. Page 112.
If I was built as a good
Scooping belt is a whole other rule set.
Cool. Yeah, so that Geyer puts Calcica safely onto the cart, bringing us to Belthus, who just imploded some dude's head with the hammer.
Yeah. Surrounded on all sides.
Yes.
Everyone's going down. And is anyone wounded around me, or are the villains, or are they all kind of at full?
This one appears to be wounded and still holding his gut. Actually, both these guys in front look wounded. One of them has a cut from Calcica's knife, and the other one looks like he's like still trying to catch his breath.
Cool. Then the one that's over here, that's wounded, I'm going to take a swing at him.
Okay.
And that would hit for 11.
Belthus is going into some kind of nightly rage. As he's just swinging the Fiend Crusher just back and forth. And this guy, Geyer, as you turn around to get ready to face... you just got done putting Kelsic on the cart, and you turn around like, let me out of it. All of a sudden, bam! A hammer just hits this guy in the side of the head, and he goes tumbling to the ground beside you.
Thank you.
Unconscious. Out.
Who's next?
Conry, I need you to go ahead and make your death roll. Oh, that's a fail.
Buddy.
But do you want to try to rally yourself as an action?
Let me see.
You'll have to make a roll against your will with a bane.
Against my will.
The rallying cry is Geyer's angry duck noises and Belthus just screaming.
Just massive hammer plus flesh sounds.
So yeah, that looks like a success.
Yes, it is a success. So,
Alright,
so you are
I'm-
able. So on your next turn, since that was an action, on your next turn you'll be able to act normally, while still making your death rolls at 0 HP. So.
All right. So while I do not actually have an action left because of
Yeah.
I would still like to. Let's see here. Typing into chat. There we go.
Connery finds gold while he's on the ground.
Like it's all I'm down here. Oh look!
That's cheating.
Look, there's a precedent set on Tuesday nights that we did nothing to stop for years.
I know.
Insane.
It's like, thanks, Delve. Now I have to allow it.
Thanks, Curtis, and I actually mean that.
Connery's like, I can do this. I can do this. As he finds a pouch of gold.
Things not
that
so bad.
One of these bandits had dropped. If they had 10 gold, why are they bothering to rob you?
Someone's a secret rich boy that like ran with the wrong crowd to get back at his
Oh
parents.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
That's right. Man, this one's got backstory. You got to let that one live.
Nah.
He's already had his head crushed in by a hammer.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, that was the one who's no longer with us.
No longer with us.
Minus a few more teeth too. To numeral, you were kind of like hanging onto the cart. What would you like to do?
Since I'm kind of like around on in the cart and now Calcica is, I would like to sorry, like I can't see anything all of a sudden. Those stupid Windows like news things just popped up and I can't get rid of it. Okay, there we go. So I'm in the cart, on the cart, whatever. I'm gonna like climb over, and I want to heal Calcica.
Okay. All right. Do you have
My
any?
healing
Do you
is
have?
12.
Do you have healing magic, or are you just doing this like as a first aid kind of roll type
The
thing?
first aid healing roll.
Okay. When you have 0 hit points, another person next to you can save your life with a successful healing roll. Do you have bandages?
Oh, you need bandages?
If
I
you
think we have some in the cart, but I can't remember.
I have them on my body, left pocket. Loot me first. Loot me.
if you go down and get the bandages and come back up, you'll have to succeed on evade rolls to get slashed by the rest of the group.
Oh,
So
He's also
you
got
can't.
10 gold.
You can make you still can make the rules, but you have a bane on the roll because you don't have like the proper tools to patch up wounds.
Oh, okay.
This counts as an action, and multiple attempts are allowed. If the rolls succeed, you stop making death rolls and recover a D6 HP.
I think I'm gonna try to roll. I'll roll with the Bane then.
Okay,
'cause
sure.
I don't think I would survive a swing from these swords based on what I'm witnessing and my 13 hit points. So then I
Sure.
roll twice.
Yeah, you'll roll twice and you'll take the higher result. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
See what you get on your second one. Uh-oh. What's your healing?
No. That
Wait,
ugh says it all.
12.
12, you just miss it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So you gave it your best shot to Numeral, but without bandages, you're having trouble bandaging these sword
Yeah.
wounds. Put pressure on it. Put pressure on it. She's trying to do it. Kalsika's conscious too during all this, and she's like trying to help you. That will end to Numeral's turn, bringing us to the bandits.
No!
Uh,
I don't want to die again.
this one rushes up and climbs up kind of onto the cart. Oh, I messed up. I'm gonna have to move the cart a second.
She went under the cart.
Yeah, I gotta make this. I gotta make this. There we go. Hey,
Wonder.
stop that! Stop that!
There we go.
You leave my donkey alone.
Donkey. Jumps up there and it's like, just jumps up onto the cart and goes, "Where you think you're going?" And tries to slash it to Numeral. And one is going to try to attack. Actually, both of them down over on the side are going to try to team up on Belthus over here, and then one over on the side here is going to attack Geyer. So let's do the attack onto Numeral first. A D20 slash. That is going to hit just barely. To Numeral used her action already. I don't know if you have any spells that don't require an action that could help you. In this instance, I think you only have a defense against magic attacks.
Yeah, I've got slow fall, sense magic. That's not gonna help me
No,
here.
no. Okay. A D10, 2 damage.
And then I have leather armor on.
So you only take 1 point of damage. So you.
And is this bludgeoning or slashing?
It's
or what?
slashing. So.
So then I take 1.
Well, the 1 point of damage. Your armor protects you a little bit, but you do feel a little bit of a scrape from the blade. As the movement of the donkey and the riding of the cart makes it difficult for the bandit to get a good shot on you. Geyer, this one's coming to you. That's going to hit. D10. This time is 6.
Thank God for that armor I'm wearing. That's a rank 4.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
That gilded chainmail.
Oh yeah, you're wearing the chainmail now. Nice.
We were talking
And-
about that the other day. We were trying to remember if you were wearing the chainmail now or not.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He's
Yeah,
wearing
no
it
one
to
else
show it
wore it?
off.
Oh, so he gets the bonus against slashing, right?
Yeah. I think
Oh,
you get, yeah, it's slashing damage. So yeah, but you might take no damage.
Move that now.
It's +2 against slashing for chainmail.
Yeah.
Because
So
I
you
don't
take,
nothing.
you take nothing.
Bilbo
so
over
that belt is thinking
Yeah.
he was wearing chainmail.
Guy's just gonna look down. Really? You're gonna cut my
Yeah,
shirt.
that old,
The
that old
bandit, the
book is
bandit's
durable.
sitting there. You're just like standing there. The bandit's sitting there, looking down at the sword, looking up at you, and you said, "Really?" Looks back down at the sword, tries to push it a little bit harder, and nothing happens. Here's 2 attacks to Belthus. First one
Right.
is a miss. Second
Okay.
one is a miss. And that ends their turn, bringing us to the next round of initiative. So we're going to deal these out. New initiative order is set. To Numeral, you
Ooh.
are first
Ooh.
to go.
Mhm.
Okay.
You've got this bandit on the back of the cart, like trying to drive a sword into you while you're trying to heal your friend.
So my knife, a bane to it if I try to use it, or is it less damage? I'm trying to remember what.
It just has a bane to use, so
just
it will
has a
still
bane.
do the same damage. It's just it's harder to attack with it.
Okay. I'm gonna try anyway.
Okay.
So I'll pull out my chipped up blade
Okay.
and just kind of wheel around. Pretty frustrated that this guy jumped up here right now. So let's see what happens. And I hit.
Ooh, you hit. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And I have a
Yes.
damage agility bonus for this also.
Is nice knives, or are they D8s or D10s? I think they're
Um,
D8s, right?
Knife is a D8.
D8 plus a
D8.
D4
Yep.
Yeah.
damage.
Okay, so
6 total
Oh.
points of damage as you drive the
does that
broken
one
knife.
count for anything? Like a demon or dragon or what?
Not on damage rolls. Only on like the actual like attack.
Okay.
But yeah, you drive the broken blade into the side of the bandit, yelp of pain as the impact strikes him. Do you want to move?
Would I have to like would he have an attack of opportunity if I moved like to the left of Kalsika?
You would still have to succeed on an evade roll,
Okay.
so you'd still have to take the risk.
Take
If you want to, you don't have to. You can stay put if you like.
a peek. What's my and then if I were to go down and like try to get Connery's bandages, same thing. I'd have to do some evade rolls for that as well.
Well,
Yeah, if you move diagonal, like right diagonal to me.
if you go, if you
Yeah.
jump down off the cart, you're still
Yeah.
technically within 2 meters of all these people. So yeah, you'd be okay.
Okay.
You'd be okay here, technically.
I'm
yeah.
gonna do that.
Okay.
Because now I'm at least in range to get bandages.
Yeah, you could get them. It would take your action to kind of like dig through his stuff and pull them out next turn. But yeah, you could do it.
I should probably mention that there's also a bear trap in there.
And 10 gold.
Yeah, 10 gold.
And 10 gold.
Okay, so then you know what? Never mind. I'll just like stay where I am, and I'll just, I guess, roll my healing roll with a bane.
Okay,
This time. I
Okay.
try.
sure.
Oh my God.
The bandits get to go. So these 3 down here are in intense combat. 2 are going to continue. Actually, this one's going to kind of shift to try to flank Belthus here, and they're both going to continue to like just harry towards Belthus, while one continues to try to stab Geyer. The one on the back of the cart like crawls through the cart and is not like technically getting out of range of anybody, sits down at the cart and grabs the reins
Oh no!
and starts going, I got it, boys, and starts hitting the donkey as its action.
Whoa. That's animal abuse.
with like smacking the reins to get it to move. The other one's attack. So the first 2 are going to come to Belthus. That's a demon, so that's going to miss terribly. But that's a 2, so that's going to hit. Unless, I think you still have your turn.
Try to hit me. I'm not going to try to
Not
parry or
gonna-
evade.
oh, you got it. 8 damage.
I would soak it.
You soak all 8?
Yeah.
My, that's crazy armor. Awesome. So you soak it up. You kind of just use your shield and deflect the blade out of the way. The other guy kind of fumbles. Where's the melee fumble chart?
Fumble.
Do you guys remember what page that's on?
I'm looking.
It's under melee combat, I believe.
Looks like.
Yeah.
You said a demon roll in melee?
Demon roll in melee, yeah.
It's gonna be 46.
Yep, got it. Hey, Belthus, go ahead and roll a d6 for me. Let's see what happens to this guy.
Gotcha. Looks like that's a 3.
Your weapon cuts so deep into an object that it gets stuck. Pulling it free requires a strength roll. I'm gonna say he goes to like slash you, and there's like this like log next to you guys, and he like slashes into a log, and he can't break it free. So he is weaponless.
Trouble over there?
Yeah. Need some help with that. Geyer, this one's going to try to slash at you. A 6 is good enough to hit. A D10 is 8 damage.
Damn it, get me that time.
So I think you take 2, right? Of that? Yep, so it does. He tries a different spot this time, and he goes, aha!
Found it.
South of Muffin Top.
All right, the bandits are done. Connery.
All right, so I still continue making my death rolls even though I am rallied, correct?
Yes, and I believe,
Alright,
does it say that I think the death rolls are at the start of the turn?
Yep.
Okay.
So succeeded on that.
All right,
Both
nice.
rolls would have succeeded.
There you go.
I don't know why is it rolling twice? I don't really understand that one.
I don't.
But
Does you have Bane marked at the top of the screen?
no. And actually, if you put your mouse over it, just
I
says
only
1d20.
I only see one roll. Yeah, it's only doing one.
Yeah, but for some reason on roll 20, I could see a 4 and a 3 on my screen.
Weird.
Like
Really?
the virtual dice, I could see the
Oh,
2d20s.
there
Yeah, it's
must
weird.
there might be
Um,
something
Only doing
wrong with the
one.
animation thing.
Yeah, it could be. So I am pretty much on death's door still, but I noticed that Belthus is holding his own against multiple. So I am going to.
But don't get me wrong. There's still probably some blood leaking out of that down his leg on that armor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna commune to Gaia here and cast Treat Wound,
Oh.
Oh.
and that's gonna be at a level 3
That's gonna succeed.
for 17 health.
17 health. To Geyer?
No, to Belthus, who's taking all the damage.
Oh, Belthus,
Oh.
you've been restored 17 hit points.
So, yeah,
Oh,
Connery's
I've
like on the
seen such a
ground
little
dying, and he holds up his hand and he's like, "Please don't die on us."
Yeah,
All in your honor, Sir Wolfkin.
some leaves just start like doing this like vortex around you, Belthus, as you just feel this healing energy come over you. And you're probably
I
as
go
good
back
as
to
new,
scour.
aren't you?
Oh, I'm a full, yeah. I'm Give me more bandits. Come on.
go back to scouring the ground for more gold.
Nice. So, Connery heals Belthus. Kalsika, I think you still have to make a death roll for me too at the start of your turn.
Yes, I do. That's your con, right?
Connery, you do find 5 more gold lying on the ground as you're digging around.
It's just from Belthus knocking everybody's like coin purses off of them.
That's it, yeah. Actually, they're teeth. They're like golden teeth that you guys are finding.
Oh no, God, ew. I'm just stockpiling teeth.
they count as gold.
Jesus.
Death saves are Constitution, right?
Death rolls were. Gosh, I moved from the
Your
page.
con and rally
Against
is
your con.
willpower.
Oh, yeah, rally is the willpower, yeah.
Meets it. I'm okay.
Meets it. Yeah, you're okay. Yeah, you succeed.
Okay.
Now you already rallied, so you're good.
Yes.
So now you
Yes.
can act normally.
So now this person's gonna hate everything they've ever done in their lives. I am going
they look like they're wounded, but they look like they're in so much glee right now as they're about ready to try to take off with you guys on the cart.
Nope. They don't get to do that. I'm going to use my backstabbing ability. That gives me a boon on the attack roll and increases the dice damage. To the person who's trying to drive the cart away.
You got it. Go for it.
So I get to roll.
Are you gonna stand up first?
Yeah, stand up.
Got it.
On the cart, and then she'd be like, "That is Mr. Geyer's donkey," and I get a boon. Okay, so no dragon, but I still hit either way.
Still hit, and you do twice the dice because of your backstabbing ability.
Yep. I always roll my damage with my real dice because I don't trust damage things in there. Every time I roll damage on things, I get a 1. And then I have to roll d4. 16 points of damage.
Go ahead and describe how you take this thieving bandit out.
It is literally, that is Mr. Geyer's donkey. Knife to the throat and then kick off the cart.
It goes rolling back behind you.
And I sit down all prim and proper and I grab the reins myself. I'm like, with my knife out to the others, like, go ahead and try it.
To Numeral, you just got a front row seat to that action-packed sequence as this bandit just disappears off the cart and is no longer on there with you guys.
Very nice.
All right, that bandit is
turn.
gone.
Feels better now.
And turn. Geyer, it is your turn.
How bad is Connery looking in front of me?
He looks pretty bad.
Might be muted.
I think you're muted, Connery. There you go.
I am sorry. How am I looking? I said I could use a good grooming.
Yeah, Geyer's seeing that and looking at this person who just seems to be having trouble attacking him.
Mm-hmm.
He's still angry. It's still dealing with everything. Is going to basically try. How big is Connery?
He's a young Wolfkin, so I'd say he's pretty much in his prime. So probably
like human height, halfling height, somewhere in between.
Definitely human or greater. So like above
probably
5'8".
Probably a little bigger than you, Geyer.
Okay, Geyer's going to try to basically hoist Connery up onto the back of the cart.
Okay, you're going to try to use your action to do that?
Use my action, basically circle around this person, grab Connery, and then just sort of lob him up as gently as I can beside Numeral.
Okay. I will say I am, since Connery's a little bigger than picking up the halfling and just putting the halfling up there. Go ahead and make a
do a strength with a bane.
Yeah, here's what I'll do. I'll do this. Strength with a bane to get him up there.
And then roll evade to evade my tail.
You auto fail that one. I'm sorry.
Strength.
Oh, is that with the bane?
Yeah. 7 and a 1.
That's 7 and a 1. Look at that. Yeah, you're able to move over and you put Connery up on the cart right beside Numeral.
Nice.
And looking up at Numeral, be a good lass. I believe that he has bandages on him. Try to fix those two.
I'll try.
Excellent. That'll end Geyer's turn, bringing us to Belthus.
Alrighty. I'm going to shift in the middle of the remaining bandits. And I think the this one here that's next to everybody.
Yeah. You and as you walk up and you witness, get close to this one, you can see that one had a smile on it. I will say that one's one of the female bandits. Had a smile on her face as she was looking up at this guy who was taking over the cart, and then looked up at the cart again as he was trying to attack Geyer, and the bandit is now missing from the cart. So now she turns towards you and has a more of a distraught expression on her face.
Rightfully so. And since this one is close to my allies here and a bit of a threat to them, I'm gonna swing away.
Go for it.
So this would be okay.
That hits for 9 damage.
9 damage.
She is able to see you coming and kind of dodge a little bit of that damage, but yeah, you still make your impact. She kind of stumbles to the ground a little bit, but you can still she's still in it.
Strong one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll end my turn here.
And your turn there, so we'll shuffle our initiative really quick, and we will deal out some new rounds. And Belthus, you go again.
All right, the one
Newly energized.
Another hit on the one, and I think since the tides are turning, I'm going to try to knock this one out.
Okay, you got it.
I would hit for 9 non-lethal damage.
And that will indeed knock her out.
But of the
Warhammer.
Yep.
She goes. Eyes roll back into the back of her head, and she just falls unconscious onto the ground.
Cool.
Excellent.
And I am going to move. Yeah, I'll stay here. End turn.
Okay. Calcica. I would say with you guys moving, the cart's probably, since it's the beginning of a new initiative, the cart's probably more like up here now. As Calcica, you were trying to kind of like turn the donkey, I think, around. So if you guys want to move it a little bit to be more in an area where...
I will break roll 20. Someone else is going to have to move.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't trust myself.
I'll let Matthew control the cart. Because it's technically his cart.
Yeah,
it's on his character sheet. I'll let him control it.
So the 3 of us would be up there, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, Connery's up there too. So Connery, if you want to
just rolled off like plop.
Yeah, Connery's just rolling off.
How do we get up
there?
There
You go.
This guy over here in the front of Belthus. I don't know how to ping things here.
Shift.
That one.
Guy? Yep.
That one.
Everybody pinged him.
Hurt? Is he hurt at all?
Yes.
Or is he okay?
Yes. He does not look like he is in full.
Is he the one that lost his sword, or is that the other one?
He is. He's still trying to pull the sword out of the.
Okay.
The log.
If I throw my knife, is that different than knives, or is that still knives?
Still knives. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm keeping my cursed dagger on me, I'm going to throw my knife at him to try to hit him.
Did you go ahead and make your death roll first?
Oh, I didn't. Let me.
Yeah. We'll keep that knife roll.
Death roll is still good.
Okay, so you succeeded on 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so after 3 successful death rolls, you recover a d6 hit points. So you can roll a d6 and recover those.
Okay.
So you're no longer at 0.
1.
Oh, 1. So instead of 0, you're at 1. But that's better than 0.
Let me fix all that on here. Hold on. I'll fix all that later. Just forget that. I want to hurt somebody.
Yeah, a 12 definitely hits.
Okay, and I will. My damage is an 8 plus 4. 7 plus 3. 10.
10?
10 damage.
And with that, this guy's like trying to get his sword out of there. He's like, yeah, putting his foot up on the log, like really like pulling. And all of a sudden, this dagger just hits him right between the back of the shoulder blades, and he tumbles over and falls to the ground.
She looks like an angry, like horror movie child, with like blood on her face from the first guy she kicked off the cart, and now she's just like,
Kalsika is destroying these bandits now.
It's
She's
crew
getting
time.
her revenge.
Mhm.
Okay, I think that will end Kalsika's turn.
Indeed.
Conry, you must make a death roll for
Conry.
us.
Yep.
I believe.
Yep. Let's see.
What are you
Death
at?
roll?
What are you at?
Looks like 2 successes and 1 failure.
Okay, 2 successes. You're good, and you can still act because you're still rallied.
Yep. Looking up at the warlord Kalsika, I'm gonna do treat
Oh,
wounds.
no.
At
Whoa.
Do you want to push it?
Oh.
It's a
Do
failed,
I want to push
it's
it?
a failed roll.
Let me see. Since I am technically down, I'm gonna go ahead and take exhausted because that seems fitting.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
And that one's
yep,
gonna
that's a
succeed.
success.
There you go.
And we're gonna do 13 health. at you.
13.
It's fine.
And then exhaustedly just go back to collapsing on the wagon.
You got it. To numeral, you're in the wagon witnessing all this. Kalsika seems to be. Are you at full now?
Yep.
In an instant, as this magic energy just comes over Kalsika, Kalsika's wounds are healed. As you can recognize that Conry's using some of his magic to restore the party.
Awesome. So I would like to try to heal Conry, and he has bandages, so can I do that all in one turn?
Go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
It will be your turn to do this, but you can take. Basically, you're just doing a regular healing roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And that succeeds.
That succeeds.
Yay.
So
What is it?
if the roll
1d6?
succeeds, you stop making death rolls and recover a d6 HP. So why don't you, to numeral, roll the d6
Okay.
since you succeeded on the roll. You can roll the HP for us. 3 hit points to Conry. Conry's
Yay.
no longer at 0. Excellent. Well done.
That was really interesting.
So Conry's healing Kalsika, and Tenumeral's rushing over, grabbing bandages out of his pocket, and just wrapping him up.
I went ahead and hit the 3rd success, and it coincidentally automatically gave me 3 hit points. So
There you go.
it works out.
It worked
It
out.
works out.
Nice. Tenumeral's turn ends, bringing us to the last bandit. The last bandit, seeing that her companion has fallen, looking at Belthus, looking at Geyer, turns around and tries to run away. So evade has got to be successful to get away from Belthus, which is a 10.
In this case, I probably won't. Oh, yeah.
Okay, it fails, so you do get a free attack if you'd like to take it.
If it's turning us back and running, I won't.
Okay, you got it. And then runs
On your
towards the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In a panic, doing just sprinting.
And never come back. Change your life.
Technically, Geyer, you still have a turn this round.
Geyer is still angry and just saw that Kalsika threw her dagger. So Geyer is going to run over here, grab that dagger.
Okay. Well, technically, to like grab that is kind of picking up an item. So, because the way this game works, it has those 3 weapons at hand. Those are like, it's trying to limit your ability to be able to just like grab whatever you want at any time. So if you do that, if you pull that dagger out of, don't you have your own?
No, I gave it to the goblin to show off to get us into bargain.
Oh, I forgot about that. You did. Oh. Yeah, it would take your action to like go down there and like rip this dagger out from this corpse. You don't have any other weapons you can throw at hand?
I got a rope. So I am going to try.
Go into my pocket and throw the bear trap.
And
Throw the rope. Throw the.
and try to lasso this person running away.
Yes, do it. use your. You got slings, you said?
I'm not good with slings, but I'm trying to see what. How about sleight of hand? Knots and stuff?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Oh!
I'm gonna push
You gonna push it? Oh, wait, you can't. I forgot. You can't push a demon roll. A demon roll you have to take. So you can put a mark next to your sleight of hand, though, for advancement.
It did it for me.
Oh, did it for you? Excellent. There you go. So you guys are watching Geyer charging towards the woods with a lasso. And you hear these angry quacks as he goes and he throws it. Unfortunately, it gets caught up on a tree, and it gets stuck, and he's unable to actually lasso the bandit. So question for you guys. I'm gonna shuffle and deal. I'll leave it up to you guys. Connery, you are first to go. This bandit is technically still visible to you guys. Clearly retreating.
Gonna be honest. In character wise, I would say that Connery has no idea what's going on outside of the wagon. Injured on his back, just freshly bandaged.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just pass on that one.
Okay. You don't want to cast any spells or do anything.
I'm gonna give myself. Let me see how many willpower points I got left. I'm gonna give myself a regular rank 1.
Oh no.
And no, I am not, because I'm too exhausted.
You're too exhausted, yeah.
Yeah.
Connery's trying to conjure his magic, but
I whisper in pain. Who's a good boy?
Calcica, it is your go.
Calcica wants to take this cart over there.
Oh my god.
Drive the
What
cart.
is the movement speed
Yeah,
of the
what's
cart?
the movement speed of the cart? Is
I
my
have
question.
no idea.
Well, if I'm 16 on feet and they got 4 legs.
Okay, so the cart means of travel. It doesn't say anything in the cart. What's donkey say? It says can carry 10 weight units, cannot be ridden. Okay, so you cannot ride a donkey.
Right.
But it doesn't give you. It doesn't give you. Wait a second. Wonder if it's in. Wonder if it's in the monster manual part.
Might be.
He's the monster.
Yeah, the donkey's a monster. Maybe it's in the end where they show all the animals. I don't know. Nope.
So
they don't really specify.
Reading, it says, as a rule, the player characters can hike roughly 15 kilometers per shift on foot, or roughly 30 kilometers on horseback. So I'd say that it's probably double our speed.
Here it is, page 99. Donkey has a movement of 14 meters, so that means 7 squares. It has 12 HP, and it can attack. It can do a kick with a skill level of 10, damage D10, and has an awareness of 10 and an evade of 6.
That makes Connery faster than a donkey.
Next fight, that donkey is kicking people. I'm just saying right now. How far can I get the donkey towards this escapee?
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. It's like down here.
Don't you?
Yeah, you just caught over all those dead bodies.
Yes.
Riding animals. Riding animals. If you have a horse or something other, a riding animal, the animal can carry your gear. Wagons and boats can carry the heavier you can find gear and page. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna. Isn't riding a skill in this, or is riding or driving a skill in this game?
There is a ride.
Yeah, riding is a skill.
Okay. Hey, now with all this going on, Kalsika, here's what I'm gonna make you do. You're gonna have to use your action to actually like steer this donkey and move this cart. So if if whatever your skill level is in riding, that's what I want you to roll.
Okay. It's not great, but I want to go pick up Mr. Geyer at the very least and trample these dead bodies at the second least.
Yeah, so 7 would be right here.
Yeah, it's worth it to get closer, in my opinion.
Go for it.
Hey!
Rules of Dragon.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh!
Yeah, so Kalsika, you've seen Geyer do this enough that you just know what to do, and there's some other things that you get for skills rolling a dragon. Okay, so
the advancement.
You can impress everyone around you. You can achieve more than intended, and the action is performed faster than usual. Those are some things.
More than intended, meaning she travels further?
Yeah, can I make this donkey run this person down?
Or over?
Or over? Do you want to try to? Are you going to try to like trample that person, or do you want to try to just get close to that person?
Can I trample them without hitting Mr. Geyer? Is my question.
Yes.
Then that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. I need you to roll to kick this individual. You're going to just roll a d20. It has to be a 10 or less. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Can our donkey get improvements?
It's a roller coaster of emotions.
Your donkey levels up with you guys. Your donkey's gonna multi-class.
You got a journey.
Okay.
An advancement for bluffing.
I got there faster, at least.
Yes, you got there faster, but then the donkey like trips up on some logs and stuff and is unable to kind of actually trample the person. Well done,
I'm shouting the whole way to try to scare them and just saying, "Give up! I'm gonna run you over!"
Okay, so the bandit hearing
that
let him
go, and then Kalsika
is screaming, and on Bandit's turn just runs and dashes and is like disappeared into the foliage over here. And I'm gonna say that takes us out of our encounter.
Elvis was doing the honorable thing. Elvis was doing the honorable thing, like, change your life, Kalsika's like, I'm gonna kill you.
You can tell that the person ran into the thick area where you wouldn't be able to try to trample him with a cart and donkey anymore. And Geyer's rope is so tangled up around trees right now, it's going to take him probably a good... It's like tying a knot in your shoe and having to spend like 30 minutes trying to get that thing out. But yeah, you guys are out of encounter. And as we come out of encounter, I think that is a good time to take our break for the evening. So we're going to go ahead and pause our game right there. We will be back in just a few minutes. So thanks for hanging out with us tonight. Playing a little bit of Dragonbane here at Proficiency Bonus. We'll see you guys in just a few short minutes. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. So the party has just tried to chase this last remaining bandit, but the bandit has sprinted into the forest and is fleeing in terror.
I'm not trying to chase him, I'm just along for the ride. Like I'm in the wagon and all this turbulence.
Kalska would probably stop the wagon to pick up Geyer.
Okay, and you guys, it's the venture is yours. What do you want to do at this point?
Well, I guess we do have a prisoner and spoils. Right?
Let's search some
Loot the
bodies.
bodies. Loot the bodies. Kalska's like, screw this, and goes to loot bodies.
Okay.
While they're looting, Geyer is binding up the one that is still unconscious. Now, basically from elbow to wrist, and then just tying that to the back of the cart.
Okay. Aside from the 15 gold that Conry found, most of these other folks only have what it would be considered a D6 copper on them. So if anybody wants, so how many were there total? There were 6 total, so there'd be 5 D6 copper. It's kind of what you guys get from their pockets. So if anybody wants to roll 5 D6,
or couldn't we all just?
Roll everybody
D6?
roll 1 and add them together. That sounds good. I like that. Everybody roll 1 and add them together.
Wah, wah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Hey, there we go.
So we're up to 12.
I was worried I was gonna roll crappy.
16 copper. So you guys get a total of 16 copper from these folks. Plus, each of them had a short sword.
All right.
And each of them had a short bow and quiver.
Oh.
They each have a short bow and quiver, and they each were wearing leather armor.
So that's basically 5 of each.
5 of each. Well, if you basically strip down the unconscious person that you have. I would say it's kind of like Baldur's Gate video game where you take their armor off and they have like the
underwear.
The underwear underneath, you know.
I'm putting it into the cart info.
Okay.
So I'm just picturing these goblins in like the strappy underwear that like half the characters have in Baldur's Gate. Okay. I have a quick question about like on the sheet, like because you need the short bow and then you also have to have a quiver. But the quiver itself is not like a weapon. So would that go in the weapon spot though? Because you need the quiver for the short bow, or would that go in your inventory?
I would just put it in your inventory. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the way Dragonbane works is you have to have the quiver, but you don't like calculate ammo. It's kind of like in Diablo where you can almost like just infinity fire your bow.
I see what she's saying, because like people with low strength can't exactly carry a whole lot of items.
Yeah,
so is a quiver like equipped it as on hand?
I wouldn't think so. Quiver.
Yeah, I threw it under weapons when Kalsika gave it to me last session, but now I'm like wondering as we're like gathering items and just kind of like inventorying.
It says requires quiver. Arrows and slingstones, you do not have to count every arrow you're carrying. Instead, each quiver of arrows counts as a single item. As long as you have a quiver, you can use your weapon. Slingstones do not need to be noted. So it does have to be. It counts
as count against it.
It will count against your item.
That's
but
fine.
as
I
one.
think I should have that because for whatever reason, me throwing my knife has not been successful, even though I have like 14 in knives.
The dice can be
Frickin'
very mean sometimes.
Would you like half of my bandages so that you don't have to loot me next time?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I could like maybe buy bandages in town, but if you want to share the bandages.
Yeah, you could just add 5 bandages as a single item on your inventory.
Alright, so
I'm going to keep one of the short bows that we take from them since I gave to Numeral mine. So now I'm just reclaiming like a brand new one.
Oh, this is cool. I didn't realize they do have differences. They have iron head arrows and they have wooden head arrows. I didn't even see that in the book the first time I looked
that's
through
what
it.
I was. That's what I was saying, because it says under metal items we're not allowed to use metal arrows either.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, which one? What are the 2 kinds?
There's
metal or wooden.
The metal one. Don't worry about it. We'll keep going from there for that.
I'll have wooden.
Geyer, I'm gonna also keep one of the short bows because I don't have a ranged weapon.
Same if possible.
I think everyone should keep one at this point.
So I guess we continue back towards town would be my suggestion. Try to get some rest because I spent a lot of willpower and my hit points are still not pretty.
Kalska is petting Conry on the back of the head like you're the good boy.
Real quick, just so the party knows, we've got 5 leather armor, 5 short swords. Calcica, Conry, and Belthus are all keeping short bows and quivers.
Hey, thank you so much for the raid. We appreciate it.
And so that leaves us with 2 short bows and 2 quivers to sell.
Oh,
Welcome.
did I just wait? Okay, I think we were editing the thing at the same time. Okay, yours went back. Let me put.
All of a
in
sudden, you
the-
have 10 short swords. I have all the short swords.
Ah. Okay, wait. Let me know when you're done, and then I'll add the things for my inventory that I just put in the card.
Oh, I'm done. Go ahead.
Okay.
Geyer will look towards the group and just be, we're heading back to town, and I feel sort of bad asking, but does anyone by chance have a couple of gold pieces I could borrow? I'm thinking we may need to...
Casca just throws her coin purse at Geyer.
I don't quite need that much.
roll for damage.
Geyer goes flopping off the back of the cart.
No.
He's got chainmail.
It's gold. Geyer doesn't take damage from gold.
Immunity.
Immunity to gold damage.
He just absorbs it.
Lord Gold, wow.
I'm gonna steal a phrase from the Tuesday crew. That's a T-shirt. Immunity to gold.
That's
damage.
it. Immunity to gold damage. It's got to be Geyer just swimming in money. That's the image.
Oh my god. Yeah. Scrooge McDuck.
That's right. So you guys are just gonna continue your journey to Outskirt?
Wait, is the prisoner tied to the cart?
Go dragging their butt behind.
Yes, she's somewhat supported by her arms, but
Oh my.
I've also taken the boots off, so it's going to be an uncomfortable day's journey.
So, Sir Ballard, we may lose our precious piece of information here. If
You think I should put the boots back on?
I don't think that's it.
perhaps we could tie them up and make them walk.
Just sort of vaguely gestures at Conry and Calcica.
I mean, Belthus, if you want them to walk and not be dragged by the cart, then I think you might have to walk next to them, ready to hit them if they try anything stupid.
Gladly.
And maybe we gag them too, just for fun.
Outskirt, you got a question in chat.
Oh, what'd I do?
Oh, that's okay. We answered for her.
What happened?
Oh yeah, we got it covered.
Yes, twin. You can do whatever the heck you want, and I will buy it, and I will wear it, and I will send one to everyone in this team.
Is
And
it
then
alright
we
if I
tell
say
the
that my
people we're gonna-
quiver was wooden arrows, Michael?
I will say if you guys want, like, those can, because those are like ragtag bandit group, you guys could find a couple of quivers of just wooden arrows.
Yeah, they
Okay,
couldn't
thank
afford
you.
metal arrows all the way, right?
You can tell, like, these guys didn't buy this stuff.
Only the guy with 15 gold
Like,
on him.
These guys,
could afford the
these guys
balls.
probably stole most of this stuff. I mean, maybe one of them actually like bought one legitly or got it, from somebody, or everything was haphazard thrown together. Nothing looked like it belonged. It was better than goblin stuff, but
Hand-me-down arrows.
hand-me-down arrows. Yeah. Yeah. So, did you guys decide what is happening? So, is this prisoner walking now
Well,
with the
I'm
boots?
not-
I don't know what our bellboy is doing.
I'm not sharing a wagon with a criminal.
What would you like to do, Belthus?
I'll gladly take responsibility for the prisoner if you'll allow it.
Guy's just going to sort of wave and one less thing for me to worry about.
Fair enough. So I'll take the rope and hold on to it.
Okay, you got it. And the prisoner begrudgingly begins to walk with you guys.
I don't get
Casca
to
shoved
choose
a
back
rag
where
in their
you're walking.
mouth. Casca shoved a rag in their mouth before we started walking.
Okay, so unable to
Just out of
speak.
spite.
Okay, yeah. Mumbles a little bit.
No mumbling.
The rag is made up of the bandit's sweaty socks.
Oh, nasty.
Yeah, it was one of the guys with really bad feet.
It's dirty and holes all through them. Ugh, brutal. All right, so you guys are traveling back to Outskirt. And I will say that you arrive sometime probably just before nightfall to Outskirt. And you are back at this familiar town. So I'm going to bring you guys back to Outskirt here. You guys can see it in your Roll20. I'll put it back on the map so our viewers can see where you guys are at. Back to Outskirt, your home base. And as you guys are approaching the gate, the folks in the tower kind of recognize you guys coming back again, and open the gate for you, and you can hear gleeful laughter coming from beyond the gate as the doors open.
That's
Reminder, I still got my bird song.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Anything that I'm picking up with awareness?
You can make an awareness roll if you'd like. Sure.
Alright, let me do a boon for the birdies. Wow, that's with a boon? Oh no, that's a single.
No,
That's weird.
That's weird. I only rolled a single. Yeah.
I guess I'll roll it again.
Oh yeah, there you
There we go.
go.
Alright.
what did you take as your status?
Exhaustion.
Does that affect
Yeah,
your
that's
awareness? Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh, shouldn't be.
Okay. Yeah. So that's weird. Unless you got something clicked
I might
somewhere
have-
else that's affecting.
No, I
the
might
roll.
have just not hit enter after typing in the boon.
Okay. Well, you do recognize the voice. It's a little harder to pick up. It sounds like Captain Hardy, but you've never heard him be like super gleeful
Happy?
since you've been here. Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't think I've heard of any of this town be gleeful or happy. They all look like serial killers.
that's true. But yeah, I mean, he sounds really excited and happy.
Is he nearby? Can we see him?
Oh yeah, as the gates open, you start rolling in. You can see that he's kind of moving around. He's holding a crossbow, and that other Jury, I think his name, that younger guy with the sharp teeth, is kind of like hanging out with him. They both got like these huge smiles on their faces, and a couple other passersby that you've seen kind of like walking through town before or with them. Like one like pats Captain Hardy on the back. Is like, yes, that's right.
What did we miss?
Something good happened?
Can we approach? And
Of course.
what's going on here?
Got one! I finally got one! Shot it right through the heart. Yes!
One what?
One of those pesky bats.
Oh, can we
That's an
see it?
impressive shot.
Yeah. I tell you, I've been putting it together. I've been learning. Oh, it's outside of the palisade there, probably just on the edge of the or the farm there. Saw it go down.
Can Conry break away and go find the body and bring it back?
If you'd like.
Yeah, let's
Like
do
a
it.
retrieving hunter dog?
Yeah, like a retreat.
Are you telling? Are you just walking away from the group, or are you telling the party what you're doing?
Oh well, I'm gonna just kind of, while they're all talking, kind of just back away and slide off, and you know, I'm concerned about what this bat creature looks like.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
If you're trying to leave without the party noticing you, I would like you to make a sneaking roll for me, please. And we're going to contest it against everybody's awareness. So if you think you would be wanting to be aware of this or wanting to... If you want to just be staying in the conversation and say you fail it, you don't have to roll, but that's up to you.
They don't have to roll anyways because I failed that sneaking roll.
Oh, you failed it? Okay, yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, you guys all watch Conry slowly take a few steps back, turn and start walking out of the palisade wall gates.
Okay.
That's Connery.
Don't make eye contact. You don't see me.
He can see us see him, but none of us say anything, so he's still.
They're just all watching you do this.
Oh, we found the flower.
Oh, yeah. Can we go bring it back, Mr. Geyer?
Can this day get any better?
We
Captain
killed a bunch
Hardy
of bandits.
says.
We
Caught
killed a bunch
one,
of
too.
bandits, and then we caught one.
Oh, a bandit group. Yeah, there are some of them out there. Unfortunately, they're trying to, plunder the riches of everybody, looking for all these buried treasures and interesting things here in the Misty Vale. We can take care of them from here.
Thank you kindly.
Can we bug you later to be mean to them and make them tell us things later?
Oh, we can find out information.
Thank you, Mr.
Is there anything
Hardy.
in specific that you want to know?
I look at Belthus, whose idea it was to, save this person and bring them along. And I
Could see if they're part of a bigger network, maybe, or if they know any other movements of bandits to watch out for.
I can ask him that. With a little persuasion. And he smiles.
Don't want to be there for that.
You probably don't want to be.
He puts his crossbow over his back and he's like, it's been a good day. Well, my shift's about up. Think I need to go relax at the Three Stags for a little while. Kick off the boots. Get me a beverage.
Kalska debates giving him money and then decides, nah, someone else will do it, and just keeps her coin purse to herself.
Which is difficult because she already threw it at Mr. Geyer.
They sit next to each other. Basically sits in between them the whole time.
Oh, we should probably go give the flower back so we can figure out our next plans. And
So can I return with the body in tow?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
First,
so what are we seeing? What are we looking at?
First, what I'd like you to do is there a survival skill, or is it just bushcraft?
Are we trying to if we're trying to identify the animal, there's a beast lore.
No, we're just trying to find it because he was just kind of pointing in a direction.
Yeah.
So
maybe hunting and fishing.
Yeah, I got hunting and fishing, or bushcraft, like you said.
Seamanship.
And then you have your
out in the
awareness
water.
boon, right?
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Which one's higher for you?
The
Awareness
birds,
or
the birds help me find them.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll awareness with your
Let's
your
see if
boon.
I can do the boon thing right this time.
Whoa!
Yep, there we go. That's a good one.
Oh, that's a very good one. There you go.
Good thing you had the boon.
So
Help me, birdies. Caw-caw!
as you're as you're moving out there, most of the area around Outskirt has been cleared, and there's a lot of farming fields and stuff around out here outside the palisade. But you do go in the direction where Captain Hardy was pointing, and you do find the corpse of one of these bats, and it's a very nasty looking bat carcass. It's strange because it looks like it's been dead probably for a longer period of time than it actually has been. It's larger than your typical bat, and there's a crossbow bolt going right through it. And one thing that's interesting about it is it has this what looks like it'd be a little scroll or piece of paper tied to one of its feet.
It's a carrier. It's a carrier bat.
Maybe it's like a
So,
magic scroll.
I would like to check out that note.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of cut it off
Yep.
the leg and unroll it and take a look at it.
Yeah, you look at it. It's written in some kind of strange, obscure runes.
Oh,
you
crap,
can't-
it's a fortune cookie. It's in Chinese.
You can make a languages roll if you'd like to see if you can
All right,
decipher
yeah,
what it
that's-
says.
That is terrible. We'll see.
Just
What?
looks like
Nope.
You have no idea what this says.
I'm probably holding it upside down, don't even know it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring this back to the group.
Okay. Are you bringing just the paper? Or are you bringing the entire bat?
I'm going to grab the bat by the leg and just kind of drag it along.
Okay. It's not that big, but
Oh.
I guess
Carry it upside down.
There you go. So,
Come on, Heido, bring it back in your mouth.
Is this like, from the looks of it, since he says it's been dead for a while, am I looking at basically a zombie bat?
it doesn't.
Like rotten flesh kind of thing? Or
It just looks like it looks sickly. I mean, it looks like there's patches of like fur that were like missing from it.
so like mottled.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't look like a very healthy bat. Well, of course, it doesn't look very healthy because it's dead right now. But I mean, before it died, it probably didn't look that healthy.
Can any of us who want to do a languages check on this note when Connery brings it back roll?
I will show it to the rest of the...
Okay, so
The group.
Connery does return, and he has a nasty-looking dead bat in his grasp and a little piece of rolled-up paper.
We gonna be eating good tonight, guys.
I think we should eat that.
Whoa.
Oh.
That looks like it went bad 3 days
It's like when
ago.
it's like when the dog brings back something you don't actually want.
Oh, sort of like
so-
Congo does.
That's a fail.
Oh, a fail in languages.
Oh, there
for
we go.
Tamara.
Oh.
Brittany succeeded.
Fail for Geyer, too. I'm still angry.
So Kalsika,
My
you're...
second roll was beast lore, but I failed that too.
Okay. Languages. Okay. So, describe for me how Kalsika would know what this says.
Kalsika honestly probably takes the note from Connery and does check it first to see if it's upside down. Just to like... She's almost like positioning it. She's not sure which way is up on this piece of paper. And when she sees one shape that looks normal to her, like she's seen it before, that helps her orient the paper and figure out the rest.
Okay.
So she's very much like a child, like with a little notepad, like, and then when it hits, it's like, oh, and then she starts reading.
You decipher that this message says, it's very short, but it says, newcomers in Outskirt.
Oh.
Purpose, a little unclear. Keeping an eye on them. And then the message ends with a kind of disturbing salutation. It says, All might to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator. And that's the end of the note.
All Might, huh? Plus ultra.
Are we
Kalsika?
the newcomers?
Yeah, I think we're the only new people lately. Are we still near Captain Hardy? We haven't left, right?
Captain
So are
Hardy
you-
and Jury took the prisoner down the road,
Okay.
and they kind
I
of
will-
Are you
disappeared.
telling us this translation?
Yeah, but I want to, before I do, I want to, is there another guard nearby that was like with Hardy and Jory, just some random guy?
There are some random people kind of standing about, yeah.
Excuse me, mister.
Oh, yes.
The bat that Captain Hardy shot down.
Oh, yeah, it was a good shot, wasn't it?
You saw him shoot it?
Well, I didn't actually see it, but I just heard him just start shouting with glee, and I just came running over to see what all the fuss was about. He doesn't do that very often.
Would be happy?
Yeah, I mean, he's a good guy and all, and he means well. He just never seems like he's very happy or excited about anything.
Okay. Mental note to cheer up Captain Hardy with beer later.
Oh yeah, beer helps.
Okay.
Beer helps.
So, I guess we'll just have to. Kalsa's like mumbling to herself, and then she looks at the group. She goes, "We need to find out which way the bat was flying when he shot it." And then she will explain what the note said very quietly to the group. I want to know if it's somebody in town that sent the bat.
So from the position of the corpse that I found, I'd say it was.
Yes, Connery, the bat went down.
Yeah, that's the
Wondering
direction.
if it was flying north to south, south to north,
Oh,
west.
okay. Sorry,
It's okay. You got a couple bumps. It's okay.
I'm a good boy.
You are a good boy.
Good boy.
Kalsa just regularly now has started to just pet Connery whenever he looks dazed. Oh.
I thought I had the answer.
Do we want to go ask Captain Hardy now, or maybe just ask him at the
from where you guys
I
saw
think we should ask
Connery
him before he gets drunk.
From where you guys saw Connery go, you can determine that the bat was probably moving in the eastern direction at the time that it died. But that doesn't necessarily mean that was the direction it was traveling, because bats are pretty sporadic in their movements no matter where they're going.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, we'll confirm with him later. I'm sure he'll be telling literally everybody, which out of the corner of my eye I saw the bat. I saw it. Yeah, there's gonna be a whole heroic story around this.
Above table, didn't we hear something about these bats? Something about an oddly haired colored woman.
Yeah, the mystic that was training you guys said something about some person with bats. Yes.
Creepy armored woman walking around town looking at things.
Yeah, and that would happen to be the same one that was in the tavern, right?
Yep. Or at least we were assuming that based on the hair color description. And then there was also the bar wench at the tavern commenting about the bats as well.
Lenora?
Oh,
Yep,
Or
Lenora.
whatever.
Lenora was her secret name. Annabella was the name that she was using here in Outskirt. And
Shall we?
Draneth told you that a mysterious woman was sneaking around the temple area at night, seemingly looking for something she lost. Draneth heard her speak in an ancient language to another creature, which responded with a squeak and then flew off.
Okay, so
He told you that he didn't get a look at her because it was like silhouetted. He could tell she was a female, but didn't know who exactly.
So he didn't provide the color hair.
He did not provide a color of hair. No.
I was asking if she had that color hair, but he couldn't identify.
Yeah, he couldn't identify it. Yeah.
Can I roll Farsight into the tavern
Sure.
again?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or yeah. I guess wait, I don't have to roll for that. Do I? I don't remember.
it's
I
level
think it's
1.
rolling to cast it.
Yeah, you do have to succeed in casting
right.
it. So
Okay.
yeah.
So let me try that.
Ooh.
What the fuck? Sorry.
Hey, advancement point. So unfortunately, you see Tanumeral is trying to concentrate on something. Recording is paused.
It's not recording. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, that was strange.
That was strange.
Almost as bad as when you.
Tenumeral, you guys can see like Tenumeral is definitely attempting to cast something here, but her normal effects don't take root, and she doesn't kind of go in that trance mode that she went through before, and then it almost just seems like she gets frustrated as she comes back out of this.
This is why you not mess with that stuff. She might have had a stroke.
Tinny, are you okay?
I think so. Are we doing magical mishaps for no? In this
not. I will call for those at a very, very opportune time.
It's like it could be series, or you could summon a demon that you all now have to fight.
I don't want you guys to accidentally summon a demon in the middle of Outskirt.
And then actually
for fun, can I just like see what would pop up if I were to do a roll just for funsies?
Hey, why not for funsies? Let's go for it.
Let's see how screwed we would be.
Because this is what it's about, having fun. Let's see. What'd you roll? A 15. The spell also affects a friend or another unintended victim. A healing or helping spell affects an enemy.
That couldn't have done anything anyway.
It wouldn't have really done anything for
Farsight. It would affect somebody else.
Yeah.
You spy on somebody who spies back on you.
Yeah, maybe somebody's like spying on you instead.
So you guys just spell smash into each other and it stops.
That's it.
Anyway.
Sure.
Oh, well.
Should we go to the
So
tavern?
much for that.
Mm-hmm.
Tavern.
You have to go see the Bakerman and return their flower.
Oh, Barrington.
Lord Barrington, yes.
Yes.
And we must get their vote.
Kalska smiles.
All right. You guys make your way back to the mill area, where it seems like the hustle and bustle, their normally daily activity, is coming to an end as it's starting to get dark here in Outskirt. So everything's kind of shifting more to like an evening. The animals are kind of bedded down in their various pens and different areas that they got in the yard. The toddlers aren't out running and being rampant out in the yard anymore and crawling all over Belthus as he arrives. And you guys approach and you guys bring the flower back, and Barrington is just ecstatic, beyond ecstatic, and relieved in the same instance that his flower has been returned. And he's just, you meet his wife as well. And I think, did I show you the picture of his wife? Did I show that to you guys?
It's not in the notes, so I don't think so.
I will show you that.
Oh my god, his wife is Marmalade.
Show to players, show to everyone. This is
or looks just as bad.
Semolina, Chubby Cheeks.
She looks like she has a lot of children.
Oh yeah, she's got the apron
she looks
on. I mean, it
disappointed.
It looks like she's had a long day of dealing with 9 toddlers and 9 children. And they look overjoyed that you brought back the flower. And Barrett says, "Oh, where did you find it?"
Barrington's Lode.
Bothild's Lode.
Yeah.
On the way there.
That's it.
Oh, that was a long way.
Well, we go the extra mile for helping people.
That's incredible. You know what? Let's do this. Semolina, how about this? Let's stock them up on enough of our finest breads to take on their next journey, so they don't have to worry about any stops or any hunting or anything on the way. We can just supply this wonderful bread that we have, and she just like, it's absolutely, we can do that. Now that we got our flour back, we can do that. We want to help you as much as possible.
You do. Have you ever seen one of these?
Yeah. Why did you bring that in here?
Hold it over the flower, Conry. Kalska's like trying to push his leg.
Get outside. What's wrong with you?
Sorry.
Were you raised in the forest?
Oh, it's Barrington like looks at you guys. It's like it's okay. It's really okay. Oh, is that one of the bats that have been flying around our town?
Captain Hardy shot it.
We believe so. Yeah.
Captain Hardy's been trying to shoot one of those for the longest time. He actually got one this time?
Today.
Oh no. We're gonna hear about it for weeks.
Probably. He was actually happy when we saw him, Barry.
Oh gosh, I've never seen him smile, I don't think. Oh wait, never mind. That one time when he had too much ale, there was a time that he did smile. I did see it.
Miracles do exist.
Oh, excuse me. What was that, Mr. Geyer?
How much is too much?
Too much
Ale.
Too much ale? Oh, for Captain Hardy, it's quite a lot.
I've
heard his stories. He's seen a lot.
I've heard it's only considered a drinking problem when you don't have anything to drink. So it's a problem.
So that's the one who passed out at the table.
I'm gonna go take this bat outside.
Gary's gonna look at Barrington. So, who would be the? I asked this of Captain Hardy, and he didn't really give me a straight answer. Who is sort of in charge of the city?
Well, see, right now there really isn't. We don't have a vast population of people here. We just kind of all look out for each other, and do what's best for one another.
So there's no structure. There's no.
If you're asking if there's some kind of
I see where this is going.
like organized government or anything like that, I mean, we all just we do our best to make sure the safety and security of Outskirt is kept between the people.
I'm just noticing concerns, where there was a hole in the palisade wall that a thief came through and stole your flour.
Well, Mr. Geyer, you do have to understand that most of it is just people who are untrained at that sort of thing that are helping. We only got, Captain Hardy, Vagenhild. She's seen some battle in her time. I'm sure that Mallard over there, Quasimond, I'm sure he's seen some time in battle. He kind of frightens me.
A little unsettling.
He's a mean duck.
He just always seems like he's up to something. I mean, that's why I thought it was him who had stolen our flour from the get-go.
It was goblins.
It was goblins, but we need to find a way to get the city to be better guarded. So if I was to want to speak with, say, 5 to 10 people, who do you think, could you arrange a gathering? Some of the more...
The Council of Boondocks.
Some of the more enterprising, the people you trust that have the best interest of the city at hand, in mind.
I mean, I could try. I don't know if I have as big a pull as possibly like Vagenhild or Captain Hardy do, but I may be able to talk them into organizing something together. Is there something specific that we're organizing about, other than just the overall defense of Outskirt?
And Guy's sort of going to reach out and gesture towards his family and the kids. Nothing that is a pressing concern at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Just things that, as a merchant, you tend to hear things. And I want to ensure that our new home away from home remains as safe and comfortable for everyone as possible.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We want to be safe here too.
Please, if you can, I know it's getting late. At some point in the morning, perhaps when you're seeing people coming through to the shop purchasing things, or if you make deliveries, whatever the situation is, just mention that we'd like to have a small gathering if you feel the person is of the right moral compass.
Sure.
And we'll meet out in the sort of town square out in front of the shop in the Three Stags.
Sure. Is there a time?
I want to give you a little bit of time and see who we can get. Shall we say shortly after midday? Let everyone have their midday meal and then converse?
Sure.
Or do you feel, would it be best to do sort of a evening dinner discussion get together out?
I think your idea is better, but I think I can even... He kind of looks over at his wife, Semolina, is like, perhaps we can have a few extra strawberry tarts prepared. And she looks and she kind of gets this I know what you mean look on her face, and she smiles and shakes her head. And he looks at you all and says, Semolina makes a mean strawberry tart.
Carol got a grin and just sort of nod and look over at her and and then look at the group. Mm-hmm. We should probably go and get our evening meal and let Connery make his delivery. We'll not until tomorrow then.
Oh yes.
I do have a delivery in mind.
Okay. So you guys make your way out of the mill area, walking out into the streets of Outskirt.
I want to go try something.
Okay.
Would you all care to accompany me to the local tavern?
Yep, let's go.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Why not?
Sounds like an entertaining.
Right. So, we would like to go to the tavern, Michael.
Okay. Sure.
Enter the tavern. Closest table to the door, whether occupied or not. Youthful and reckless. Connery is going to step right onto the first table. Stand right on top of it and hold the bat up.
Okay.
Has anybody lost this? We found it outside. We got your message. Anybody? Like to make an awareness roll to see if anybody responds, whether
okay,
face out of shock or whatever.
Okay. All right.
Still got my birdies.
Seeing him do this, can Geyer do the same thing and start looking at everyone?
If you want to spend your willpower points to use your insight ability, I will let you do that.
I will do that.
Ooh.
I know it has specifics on you have to talk to somebody for a certain time, but since you know a lot of these people that you've been here a couple of times, I'll let you use it.
Do I see anybody with my awareness roll that I could just kind of nod my head in the direction for Geyer to direct his?
Geyer and Connery would probably both notice this at the same time. The woman in the metal armor at the bar, who it's strange, she's still sitting kind of in the same seat. You don't know if she left, she would have had to have left and come back if it's been 4 to 5 days. But she's in that same chair, and she's wearing her armor, almost as same place that when you left, and there's a couple empty cups in front of her, and she's got another cup. She's glaring at Connery, but the expression doesn't change. There's just a glare as he steps up onto the table. You both notice Leonora and Quasimond exchange a glance, and then look back towards Conry.
Was Quasiman the empty duck?
Quasiman was the other mallard who is also in attendance. He's sitting in a chair, but every time he's there, it's like a different group of like scruffy-looking men and women are like sitting with him. So,
dang it, Quasimodo.
But but with those rules and with that insight, that's really all you guys get from that moment. What would you like to do? Like nobody shouts out, nobody says, "Hey, that's mine, give it back."
You'll pay for that.
Nobody starts casting a resurrection ritual on it or anything.
I'm going to drop 3 copper on the table that I stood up on. I'm sorry for interrupting your meal, and then step down and I guess consult my duck
I'm sorry,
friend?
the cat really adds to this.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And Connery, as you get off of the table, thus mashed potatoes were invented in this campaign setting. This person's
now.
baked potato has now been smashed
Doesn't
by
taste
your...
that bad with some wolf in it.
It looks like we have 3 that we need to deal with.
One doesn't look very happy that we even exist.
I don't think any of them are happy we exist at the moment. We have the armored one.
Oh no, I meant the people that I just stood in their potatoes. But yeah, them too.
Well, that was just rude. You should buy them dinner.
I did. 3 copper will cover potatoes, won't it? I think. Let's see.
Actually, I think the price was 3 silver.
Oh jeez.
Drop at least gold.
Okay, I'll just drop a gold bag there.
Oh no, yeah, food, 3 silver. Yep.
Dropping 1 gold.
So, Vagenhild approaches you guys. You remember she was the proprietor, and she comes up. She's, "What are you doing, standing on all the tables?"
I'm sorry, Vagabond. We didn't mean to start anything. It was just this note that Kalska translated for us. Basically,
I was like hitting his leg.
Somebody, because remember, Connery's young and he doesn't think ahead. This note basically says somebody has a problem with us, and if somebody has a problem with us, we're gonna see it through.
For visuals,
Well-
Kalska's literally a toddler tugging on their parents' pant leg right now. Like, cut it out.
Listen,
Like-
I don't have a problem with you, as long as you're coming in and spending money, and not standing on my tables.
Oh no, I get that. I had a feeling this wasn't your bat, but
Yes, I've seen those
is
bats,
it?
and I'm surprised that you have one right now.
his name is George.
Perhaps give the nice lady a gold coin for her trouble, and let's deal with what we need to deal with.
He looks over at Geyer. Why is all the gold coming out of my pocket?
Because you're the one causing problems.
Okay, fair. All right. I get fork out another gold. Connery's got this kind of sulking face. I don't like this.
It seems I've forgotten all about the table incident. And Vegano puts it back and turns around and walks away.
That's okay, because I forgot all about that gold.
Oh, and she turns around and says,
Nope.
George can wait outside.
Oh, damn it, George.
Put him on the cart.
He's a health violation. It's a health code violation.
I hope the donkey isn't eating it when we get back, but yeah, I'll go put it on the cart.
I've been more worried about the dogs.
During all
Probably
this,
not.
River are smarter
Oh
than
no,
that.
the dogs.
No, they're too smart to eat something rotten. They're not going to do that.
during all this, Numeral would have like not followed Connery like barging into the tavern
Okay.
out of like hesitation for whatever he's doing with that bat. I
Mhm.
would have kind of like hung in the doorway with like arms crossed, just like separating herself a bit from that behavior.
Okay.
And maybe at this point would have maybe like gone over to the bar, maybe next to the blue-haired armored lady.
Okay. Yeah.
And just kind of.
And she was the one that was looking at us angry, right?
Yeah, she was just like glaring at you. It wasn't like
She's just always angry.
She just always has this expression on her face.
Like everybody in this town.
Like everybody in this town. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Beltis, where are you in this situation?
Standing.
Just standing there.
Standing where?
Do you have your helmet on, or you got it off?
Yeah, helmet's still on.
Helmet's still on.
Until the
Gyra is
drink's dry.
going towards Quasimodo.
Yep. Let's do this, Quasi.
Kalska runs after
Okay.
Geyer.
Heading towards Quasimund. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just gonna pull up if there's somebody else. Just gonna find a seat or make space to sit down right next to him.
Okay. Sure.
Kalska squeezes in.
Oh my god.
Following.
Okay.
Beltis, are you still just standing?
Make sure I'm near all this.
Okay.
What about
You got it.
Lenora? Leonardo. whatever her
She
name
seems
is.
like she's just going about her business as the barmaid. Like, you can tell she gives you like a little side eye, but is going around like delivering drinks and dishes of food to the people that are here in Three Stags right now.
Can't make a scene, so we can.
Oh boy.
Can't blow that cover.
Yeah. Quasimund looks like he sits up a bit as you sit down next to him.
I like to put my
It's
hand
like-
on his shoulder to make sure he knows he's not going anywhere.
And Quasimund just kind of like, he nods his head towards you with this, he takes one eyebrow up and looks at you. Mallard?
Less attractive Mallard.
Ooh.
You got that weird wonky eyeball thing going.
I would have to argue I got a little less around my midsection.
Ooh.
Must be hard when you're not as successful.
I just take my hand off his shoulder. This is going in a different direction.
He does something off of like Jerry Springer or Maury Povich and goes, "You don't know me."
I know she seemed mighty interested in my friend there and his pet George.
Jorge.
Who's George? I don't know any George.
The dead bat. He's not all there. He named it.
Well, yeah, why you bringing that crap in here? That's some corpse into a bar where people are trying to eat.
You brought your face in. There's not much of a difference.
Kalska just quietly reaches over and covers Connery's mouth, just so he doesn't add to it, because she can feel like this will be okay if it's Mallard to Mallard. The second any of us get involved, it's a big problem.
Guys will look at him. Listen, you made eyes with her. I know who you are. You obviously know something about us. What's with the messages?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Connery whines eagerly while his mouth is being held shut.
What was her real name? I can't remember.
Well, she went by Annabella, but
Leonora.
she told you that her real name was Leonora.
Leonora.
Yeah.
Gonna lean a little closer. Leonora and I have an understanding. I know.
How's his facial expression when he says the word Leonora?
It doesn't really change. He's just kind of glaring towards your mallard friend right now. It's like these two mallards just like locking eye contact and just getting intense with one another.
We have an understanding with each other. We arrived back
I'm
and
aware of the understanding. And I see you got your end of the bargain to live up to.
Yes, and then as we arrive back with potential information to share, we find out that somebody's keeping tabs on us. So naturally, the assumption would be you and your cohorts. And as he waves a bat around, the two of you share an intimate gaze with each other.
He kind of chuckles a little bit. Yeah, I kind of felt that way too. I think she does have a thing for me.
Ew. Falcon fully
Not
said
quite
ew
the
out loud.
direction we were going. Not quite the direction we were going in.
But he looks at you. But he looks at you and he's like, "Look, you're a businessman. I can tell you like to make the coin. I don't know if it's very honest coin, but I know you like to make the coin. But, you know, with a business, it's always good to have a little bit of, you know, security. You want to protect your investment, right?"
I fail to see how we're an investment of yours. I mean, perhaps equipment.
We're just
coin.
helping. We're helping to protect the investment for Leonora. To make sure you actually pull through with what you say you're gonna do.
Gives a little bit of a nod to him, and it tries to somewhat slyly gesture towards the bright-haired, armored individual over by Tenumeral. Any idea what the story with that thing is, then?
I don't know.
That's the other one that was making eyes the minute he waved that bat around.
He looks at you and says, well, I know that's Ophelia. Ophelia Shadowleaf. She showed up not too long before you have.
So not with you?
I don't know her story. I just know she doesn't like me very much for some reason. Spends half the day glaring at me from that bar.
Conrad's gonna try to wiggle.
With you, Leonora.
She's not part of my group.
Still try to wiggle to break free.
Caster kicks his own chest.
Hey, look, we haven't done anything to you. Nothing. I haven't done anything to you. My boys here, we've done nothing. You come all storming in here, pulling up your seat, talking about my face.
Guy will go into his.
It must not be that bad if Leonora has a thing for me, you know.
Ew!
This is amazing.
I will leave you to your meal and even pay for some of your libations this evening. Just flat. Are the bats yours? Do you use them for messages?
Do I look like a mallard who would send messages on a bat's person, whatever you call it?
Yes.
I do?
Yes.
He looks at his he looks at all like his dudes that are with him around the table, and they're all like shifting eyes at each other, and they start going, "What are you doing, guys? No, I don't have any bats. I know nothing about bats.
I'm going to use my insight.
See if I ever pay for your meals again."
I'm going to use my insight ability and burn the bull points, see if I believe him.
Okay, sure. Yep.
I'm going to push it.
Okay, you can push it.
Because I'm feeling a little...
Yeah, what are you feeling there, guy?
I'm feeling a little disheartened at the moment because apparently I want to have a bad
angry and
feeling about this
scared
guy,
from
but I'm just
before?
not getting it.
You
Still
wa-
failed.
Still failed. Oh, yeah, I like how you described that. I want to have a bad feeling about this guy, but I can't roll low enough to have it.
Gary's gonna put down 2 gold and turn and walk away. Join Belthus.
Okay. And those of you that are kind of still at the table while, or up there with Geyer when he walks away, you can see that, Quasiman had this really like tense demeanor about himself, and as Geyer walks away, he kind of relaxes a little bit because that tension seems to be released as the other mallard leaves.
Just glares at him for a minute. She's just like, he's a much nicer duck than you. And then I let Connery's mouth go and I walk away, possibly regretting my decision.
So wait, the scarred-faced duck is still here with me?
Yeah, you're still standing there. Now you're the only one standing next to the table with him.
Now that she let go of my mouth, I would like to say bats are the only flying mammal. Earlier you said you didn't know anything about bats, so I wanted to educate you on that. Another fun fact is that bats eat 9 insects, and they have very few predators because of their diseases and whatnot. I'm gonna go. You should read a book every now and then. Thank you.
It was so worth holding him for the entire time because I was just
amazing.
It's like info dump.
Amazing. that whole encounter, amazing.
Really?
10 out of 10.
So while they were all having this interesting encounter with the duck, as I said, Numeral would have kind of like slid up to the bar, sat next to that lady, and if Leonora passed by, just ordered like a drink.
Okay.
Glass of wine. Let's go with red wine. She's feeling frisky.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Some red wine. Okay. Yeah. She gives you you can tell like she's got eyes around the whole bar now because you guys are kind of splitting up, and she saw that group go over to talk to Quasiman, and you can tell like she's on alert right now. But she's doing her best to still be in her Annabella barmaid role while she's around all these other folks. Okay. But yeah, she takes your order and then disappears to go get it ready, and you're sitting next to this Ophelia individual in full armor. She's just sitting there sipping her drink, and actually she's intrigued by what's going on at the table where your friends are sitting with Quasiman now. Like she seems like she's like staring over at that table, like watching what's happening.
Would I be able to notice anything about like her armor or anything about her now that I'm close up that might indicate like where she comes from? Or
good question. Go ahead and make a myths and legends roll for me.
Okay. I succeed.
You succeed. You do notice on her shield there is some elaborate etching in the metal of the shield that she has like kind of wearing on her back. And it's etching of fire, and it seems to go in like a circle around the circle-shaped shield, and it looks very stylized. Like if you look at it if you're just like glancing at it, you might not realize it's fire, but you can see that fire kind of go around, and it just reminds you so much of that same imagery of that dragon that was flying through your mind that one time, and then blowing fire towards you. You kind of put 2 and 2 together. Man, it's like dragon fire or something on top on that shield.
Interesting. Numeral might try to make some small talk with her and ask how long she's been in town for.
She doesn't even look at you, but under her breath, she's like, too long.
You come here often?
Yeah. You want some red wine? No.
Is there persuasion rolls in this game?
Show you my bat collection.
Hey, this is George.
Would she still be like staring at the table with Quasi whatever?
As you start talking to her, she just starts staring like ahead into her drink.
Tanumra will kind of sigh and say, I don't ever know what that duck and that wolf I'm with are thinking or doing. And just kind of like shake her head and drink her wine.
Well, at that, she looks over to you and she's like, so you don't know what that's all about?
I've got no idea.
How long you been palling around with that mallard?
Not very long. We pretty much linked up with him on the road right outside of town.
Same with the wolf?
I was traveling with him a little longer. We met in a town down by the mountains, but yeah, not very long.
Can you...
They're not quite like the people I'm used to, let's just say.
So would you say they're not very trustworthy?
No, well... They have good hearts.
How do you know?
Well, you know, that duck, he acts like he hates me, but he gives me gold sometimes.
So he buys your friendship?
Oh, is that what that is? Tanumra would kind of pout and like look at her wine and like the gold sitting on the table that she just like paid for it with, that definitely came from Geyer. And just kind of like take a sad sip. Having not left her mountain village, she is not used to the concept of extortion.
So why are you here?
At the bar?
In Outskirt.
Oh.
Everybody that comes here for a reason. They've got a story. What's yours?
I don't know.
You just found this place and think it's a great place? You want to settle down and build yourself a home?
No, I'll probably go back home eventually. But it was time for me to journey out of my village, and the roads are not quite a safe place, so safer in numbers, right?
Well, I guess you got a point there. And, you know, if you're collecting gold from the mallard too, then that's a win-win.
Yeah, not too bad. This is more money than I've ever had, so...
Oh, wow, really?
Yes. It's not a lot. I never had a lot to begin with. Do you have anyone that you're traveling with, or are you faring the roads on your own?
I'm a loner. She kind of just stares off into the bar area while she says that. She's like, I'm a loner.
I was. But I can't wear nice shiny armor, so I just need to surround myself with people who can. She kind of looks back at Balthus, wherever he is glimmering in the
what are you doing right now during this, Balthus? Because you were the only one we didn't know. Oh, just just drinking and then putting his helmet back down. I got
Didn't even have to unmute himself. Just did the hand
just did the hand motion. That's it.
Great character.
And she's just kind of She looks kind of over her shoulder towards Balthus, and then, but that one's with you too.
Oh yes, we've been traveling together the longest out of everyone.
Interesting armor he has.
Yes.
Hmm.
Are you familiar with it?
Nah.
And I'd give a glance over her armor and say, well, you seem like you know a thing or two about armor.
She looks at her armor and says, yeah, I worked hard for this. I earned it.
How did you earn it?
Well, perhaps that's a story for another time.
Well, I hope to hear it one day.
Perhaps. About this time, Balthus, as you're standing there drinking, Leonora walks up and stands beside you. As you're kind of away from the other members of your group while they're doing all these different conversations around the bar area, glaring at one another. There's just glares like all across the room from one another. It's like a ping pong ball of glares going around the bar. Yeah, people just don't know who to glare at anymore. Balthus, she stands next to you. Obviously, you're probably taller than her, but she stands up and she's looking straight ahead. She doesn't even look at you. She's like, "What's the report? Any progress?"
Lead didn't work out.
Yeah, shucks.
Don't suppose you have any more.
You know, I did hear something the other day. I did hear about a place within the Magna Woods, a diseased forest. Seems like everybody knows where this malady is coming from, this temple. They call it the Temple of the Purple Flame. A crumbling remnant of an evil age where forbidden knowledge and demonic residue rests among untold treasures under the overgrown rocks. That could be potentially a place we could look.
Sounds like a good journey for me in either way.
Oh. Sure, there's plenty of riches to be found, but untold stories to be had after? Glory, honor, conquest.
Danger.
Absolutely. Hopefully not too much.
Suppose we'll check it out.
What's your mallard friend doing over there?
He's speaking their language.
Sir Mallard's probably doing some business over there, I imagine.
Looks pretty tense. Why does the halfling have her hands over the wolfkin's mouth? He looks like he's having a really hard time with it.
Maybe she's trying to get something out of his mouth.
Was he choking?
We caught a bat earlier.
She just shakes her head. Well, take the information as it is, but be careful around here, okay?
Certainly will.
You never know
Thanks
who
for the lead.
you never know who you can trust.
At least we've got you.
She kind of smiles and catches like you with a side eye. She's just been kind of standing at you, like talking ahead, and then she like looks at you, gives you a wink, and then walks away and goes and picks up some empty glasses off of a table nearby that's been left from the customers, and she takes those back to the bar area. At this time, everybody's kind of conversations are kind of ending at the same time. and you guys can kind of decide what you guys want to do. If you want to continue to have some conversations, or if you want to meet up together and talk about things. You're perfectly... What would you guys like?
Kalsika would, as we're walking away, after, like, as she runs after Geyer, leaving Connery to info dump on Quasimodo, she'll tug Geyer's, like, bottom of his shirt to get his attention before we get back to numeral.
Oh, yes. What?
I know you don't like magic, Mr. Geyer. And it can be a little weird. But Tinny and Connery both tried to help me with their magic, and Connery helped a bit, but Numeral was trying really hard. I think maybe I gotta give some credit where credit's due.
Carol sort of reach down and grab her shoulder. But I did see Connery doing something that seemed to... You seemed much more lively afterwards.
I think it was just that it happened to work a little bit better at that moment, because Tinny was trying as hard as she could. It just doesn't always work. She tried first.
But if it doesn't work, it's not repeatable.
But if it doesn't work, or she doesn't practice, how can she get better?
I hate it when you're right, but does she have to practice with you?
If she's trying to heal me, I'll take it.
Belthus?
If she's healing me, I'll take
another head or another arm, you know.
Can you imagine if I had an extra arm, though? How much stuff I could steal?
Do you have any idea how much it would cost to get all of your clothing retailed?
I'll fix it myself. I'm good with a needle.
No.
Kalsika is not good with a needle. We're going to talk about that later. Just give her a little slack, Mr. Geyer. Just a little.
What if she magics that repugnant beast over there and all of a sudden there's two of him?
Don't talk about Connery like that.
At this point, Connery's probably finally catching up with them and, just adjusting his snout from having his mouth held shut the entire time. He's like, God, Kalsika, you got a death grip on you.
Mr. Geyer was doing business, and we don't interrupt business, Connery.
I know. Papa Duck has to say what he needs to say. I got it. All right.
How else are we going to get people to trust us enough to convince them of
We're
what
the
we
elves.
need to do tomorrow?
Belthus is drinking. Tinny's hitting on the armor lady. I don't know.
The one who's afraid of metal is sitting next to a woman in metal.
She's
And
not
the beacon of righteousness is getting drunk.
I'm gonna go buy Belthus. Kalsika hops away to go get a drink of Belthus.
Okay.
And by that, I mean she steals his mug.
Geyer's just gonna
Just
walk
gone.
past to numeral and just
I'm gonna stop Geyer. Just put my hand on his shoulder for a second. So, kind of noticed we're back at square one. Made that entire scene to try to find out who would respond, and we still didn't really get anywhere.
and
Somebody is watching us.
right, and I, as much as I want to blame the creature back there, I don't think it's him.
Scarface?
Yes,
No.
with the wonky eye that looks sort of sideways and the tongue that hangs out.
Right.
You
Right.
look like you when you were chasing that ball the other day.
Thanks you.
The tongue sort of lolled out because you were just.
Beacon of glory.
But
But yeah, we have
maybe-
to be on our toes because we still don't know who is watching us and why.
Maybe it's that weird old man you've been seeing.
Well, no, he watches me. Anyways.
The guy's just sort of gonna give Connery a couple of pats and start walking away
Tail wagging.
very quietly
Okay.
as he's passing by Tanumal to go catch up to Kalsika.
Okay.
Thanks for trying to help her. Just very quick and mutters and keeps going. No to you in turn. Just thanks for trying to help.
And at that, that's where we'll end this episode of Dragonbane, Secret of the Dragon Emperor.